I'm going to go over the 3.1 quick check, okay, in case we didn't get to do it very well in class. So back here on the first one, it says hydrocarbons, write the name, formula, and structural formula for an alkyne with 3 carbons. Okay, so what do we get out of that? Alkyne means it has a triple bond. Okay, 3 carbons, so I'm just going to say carbon, carbon, carbon. And alkyne's got a triple bond in there, okay, so I'm just going to put it here, 1, 2, 3. And the idea, each of the carbons can make 4 bonds, so if I'm going to have 4 bonds on this carbon, 4 holes, I've got 3 of them filled, I have 1 more, and that'll be my hydrogen. On my second carbon over here, okay, then you can see I've already got 1, 2, 3, and I need 1 to hook onto the next carbon, so there are no more places to put hydrogens on that one. The last one here, okay, I've got 1, so I can put 2, 3, 4, and that would be my structural formula showing how this atom is put together. Okay, now the last part here is we want to name this. Okay, and the name of this, because it's 3, it's prop. And because it's an alkyne with a triple bond, it's called propyne. Propyne. Now, one thing we learned is that, this is double the number of, the hydrogens are double the number of carbons minus 2, but we can also count it. We see it's C3, and we can see on there we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogens, but that does fit the formula CnH2n minus 2, because double 3 is 6 minus 2 is 4, so C3H4. So here's my molecular formula, my structural formula, and my name of an alkyne with 3 carbons. Now the next one here says, okay, write the name and molecular formula for the following structure. Now some people are a little bit confused by the CH3, and what that really is, I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like 5 carbons in a row. Down from the second carbon there's another carbon, and what the CH3 is just another carbon off to the side. Okay, so I could put hydrogens, okay, right here, hydrogens all along here, hydrogens here, and instead of writing CH3, what I'm really saying is I could put 3 hydrogens there. Okay, now I'm not going to draw on my hydrogens. I think it's going to make a little cluttered looking. And we know that a valid shortcut is just to put the little dashes, and we know there's hydrogens at the end. But the big question here is, what is the longest chain of carbons in this molecule? And that's the one that's a little bit tricky. Okay, there's a carbon, there's a carbon, there's a carbon, there's a carbon. And a lot of people will go to the last one here, this one, but that's really not the best one. We really should go down here and over here, and that gives us the longest chain of carbons. So here's our parent chain, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. And here's our side group, okay, a carbon with 3 hydrogens. That's going to be a methyl. So the answer for this here, I have to number my carbons, and since the methyl is closer to this end, I'm going to call that carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the name of this would be 3-methyl hexane. All single bonds, there's 6 carbons. It's got a single carbon hanging off of carbon 3, 3-methyl hexane. What I saw some people do wrong is they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 hanging off. They were calling that 2-ethyl pentane, and that's not the right answer. So 3-methyl hexane. Okay, last thing here, it says to draw and name 3 isomers of C4H8Br. It turns out there's quite a few of these, but let's go ahead and do a couple. So we have 4 carbons. And I'm going to put 4 carbons. I'm going to do this a couple times so we have places to write things. Now, when I'm going to name this, okay, 4 carbons, that's going to be bute. I have 8 hydrogens and 2 bromines, and the bromines are taking places of hydrogens. So I drew some 4 carbons here, okay, bute, and 8 hydrogens and 2 bromines, that counts as 10. So you know that it's going to be a type of ane, all single bonds, no double or triples. Okay, so where could we put those bromines? Well, we could put them both here on carbon 1. Okay, and that one's going to be called 1,1 dash dibromo That's kind of sloppy, sorry. So 1,1-dibromobutane. But you can also put them here on carbon 2. So that would be 2,2-dibromo. Okay, we could go 1 and 3. We could go 1 and 4. We could go 2 and 3. I'm not sure where else we could put it. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. I think maybe that's all. I think there's another one somewhere though. So any of those would work. There were also other answers actually that you could do if you did 3 carbons in a row with one coming off here. You could put bromines on a couple of places and you could get some more isomers. But it says draw and name 3 isomers of C4H8Br, and here are several examples right now. That is the quick check.